This video is to show off one of the coolest features of the Barton shifter. Besides its great feel and the way it works, everybody's a little bit different in how they like their grip and position and stuff. I've been trying this one out for a couple weeks and I feel it's way too far to the left. This is neutral, so yeah, definitely too far to the left. That's fourth, third. So I'm going to try to move it over a little bit and show how to do that. So the first part is going to be taking off the trim here, which isn't that hard. It's just a bunch of little things that snap in place. There we go. Pretty simple. So you can see the mechanics behind that so you don't break yours. Just a little that. I'm sorry if the camera quality sucks, it's my iPhone, but my GoPro is charging right now. So what I want to do is take this and put neutral, or just its resting motion, more to the right, over there, because right now it's too close. So if I'm like downshifting into second, I'm pretty much, you know, almost like kind of holstering a pistol, because it's way down here. So, and then also shifting to the first, it's kind of like you're touching your knee. Like I'm half sitting out of the car right now, but it's just too far to the left. Like this could pretty much be a friction fit if shifting wasn't such a physically demanding activity. That's how well these things fit together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen these bolts right here on both sides, because I have the flat stick, and the flat stick bolts in on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen these, and then I'll show you how this can kind of rotate once you do that, because there aren't holes right here, they're more grooves, and so you rotate it and put it how you want pretty much. So I'm going to do that and probably turn the camera off to get that to work, but just loosen these. It's a 13, no, that's the wrong side. I grabbed the wrong side. I did, I grabbed the wrong. Alright, so I'm going to get a 13 millimeter box wrench. I usually use a socket for this, but I'm tired of opening my tools and closing them, opening them and closing them all week. So let me grab that and then loosen these up, then I'll show you what I mean by moving it over. Alright, so I just realized that it's actually a better idea to use a socket, because once you get down here, it's pretty hard to get a box wrench to be functional without, you know, taking off your whole center console. So I'm actually just going to use the socket to loosen these up, and then I'll be able to rotate it. Just letting you know. Alright, so I got these bolts loosened up pretty well. Now it's time to show you the part I think is the coolest, and the reason why I'm doing this adjustment right now is if I move this to the right, and then I rotate it a bit more, that changes where the stick positions itself. So right now, that looks pretty good. I'm going to try moving third and fourth real quick to see how I like that. First, second, third, fourth. It's actually pretty nice. Reverse is pretty close still. Third. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. So move it as far as it goes to the right. That's as far as it goes to the left. There we go. As far as it goes to the right, and that looks pretty centered, which is kind of what I wanted. Yeah. Just to show you I'm not destroying the shifter, I'll show you what it does all the way to the left, and then it rotates down here, because these are slots. Hope you can see that. See that slot right there? It's not a hole. And that's all the way to the right. Yeah, and that'll feel pretty good. So now I'm going to tighten these 4 outer bolts up on each side, so a total of 8, using my 13mm socket. and then snap this back in place. Alright, so I got it adjusted. I got these all tightened down. I'm not using a Torx pick, I'm just using ridiculous tight feeling measurements. So what I'll do is I'll put this on here, and then with my other hand I'll hold the stick itself, the shifter stick, and then just make it really tight. That way you're pushing against your transmission while you're doing it. So I'll just snap everything back together. There we go. There, nice and tight. Yeah, so now first is there, neutral. It's either fifth or reverse. I don't think I can get to reverse with the car off. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Oh, there's sixth. That's fifth. That's sixth. Fourth, third, first, second. There. Yep, feels like much better positioning. I think what I'm going to do is take the little locking, I guess you can call that a nut, down here, loosen up a bit because the numbers are almost aligned, but not enough. So I'll do that next. Alright, so for this part, I just did it. Sorry I didn't videotape it, but I'll try to reproduce it. I like to come under here with some locking pliers. I tried this with a crescent wrench, and it just slips off too easily. So what I do is I just get in here. Now I've got a nice solid. Oh, that doesn't look right. Let's loosen this up. Loosen. There we go. Get in here. Try to be gentle. Make sure that it's nice and aligned. There. Lock it. So what you want to do is do the tightening motion. Separate it from the ball. So now it's moving freely. The ball's got some room to move. And then what I like to do is hold this in position and then take the pliers and then try doing lefty-loosey to back it into where the ball exists. So I'll see if I can. Yeah, it takes two hands. So essentially what you would be doing is with one hand holding this, with the other hand twisting to back the locking nut, which is down here under the ball, and loosen this up just to show you where he is at. There he is. Back it into the shifter ball. That's about right. On top. That's all. Tighten that back up now. Once I get it all lined up. Focus. There we go. Cool. Yeah. This goes this way. Try to hold the ball in place. If you have big greasy hands, try using like a leather belt, wrap it around the ball to hold it in place, or if you have one of those jar openers or those, just, I guess they're called the strap wrench, hold this in place and then spin this the other way, the locking nut, so that you can keep this from rotating. Alright, so that's it. My numbers are aligned. They were a little bit more clockwise before. This is locked in tight. My shifter's been moved over to position. Feels like this camera's zoomed in all the time. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Oh, completely miss all of them. There. Also, one thing I feel is when this was new, I felt I got perfect shifts when I grabbed it on top, which I don't like to do. And see, that feels like almost no resistance. Like that's the way you're supposed to shift. I'm a little bit more cavemanish, and I just take my lever and I move it like this. Things you learn having a Barton shifter. So, one thing I would ask is if they could make a shorter handle than this, like maybe just an inch or a half an inch. That would be great. Because this is, I mean, I got nice leverage, but I shouldn't need that much leverage. It's just too fucking tall. That's third, that's fourth, I have the Mopar short handle shifter I used to have on here. This is more fun on the racetrack and on the back roads. The short handle is more fun on the street because if you're relaxed, you can really take your time. But with this, it's like I don't even have to think about it. I just react, and I'm third, I'm in fourth. So